Security and privacy is of critical importance in the protection of student data and is a very, very often debated topic at many conferences that I attend over the years. That means that within every agreement that we have with institutions or any associations or any corporations, we ensure that that agreement includes information on the Family Education Rights and Protection Privacy Act in the US, or any privacy acts that are relevant to any specific countries or states that we're working in. In addition to that, we find it very critical that we incorporate into our agreements with all of our clients, with our institutions and association partners, very specific terms in our contracts that relate to protection of student data and for business continuity and loss of data. We also ensure that there's standards of care clauses, that there's security policies that might be specifically related to the institution, that there's backup and lost data protection clauses involved in all of our agreements, and that there's processes and agreements behind security audits. And these are all categories that are critical, and we find that are industry best practices that many institutions and associations have, and that those are pieces of the agreement that should be put in place for any online proctoring service and proctoring partnership. Today, cloud computing is very much well-traveled ground within most institutions and corporations, so it's not to be feared. But it doesn't mean that with cloud computing that we still don't have concerns about the protection of student data. What we have to ensure is that we have proper processes that are in line with industry-specific requirements as well as with your institution and with your corporation. We align our processes to ensure that whatever requirements that we need to put in place, training we need to put in place with our professionals, that those items are put in place and put into contractual terms to ensure that everybody feels comfortable with the security and the protection of data. So I want to talk a little bit about how we do that. In Canada, all of our Canadian customers can be assured that their student data is stored on third-party secure Canadian servers. Nothing is stored on the Proctor's machine locally, always stored on a secure third-party server approved by the institution and the corporation. In the US, the same holds true. All of our US institutions can be assured that the US student data is stored on US third-party protected servers. That way we ensure that we have country-specific services to ensure the protection on both sides of the border. Our technology platform is very transparent, meaning also from a security perspective, the ability to audit our proctors at any time can happen for our institutional partners, for our management team. In addition to that, access to student recordings is very, very tightly controlled. Whether they're on our Canadian servers or on our US servers, the administrative rights, the ability to go back and view those recordings is tightly controlled in terms of designated individuals within the institution, the association, and designated individuals on our side. So when it comes to security and policy, I've been involved in a lot of discussions and a lot of debates over the last few years on security protection, on privacy with student data. And as I mentioned, it is a very significant topic and it is governed by a lot of regulations throughout the world. So you can be sure with Be Virtual that the protection of your data, the protection of your security is held in the utmost importance. And the last comment I'll make is around business continuity. When it comes to the security of the exams, security of the exam schedule, because our proctors work from home and some are facility-based, that allows for some level of redundancy and business continuity assurances for you. When students schedule an exam, they expect that exam to be delivered at that time. If there was an internet outage or any other kind of natural disaster in any particular region of any country, we feel that a facility-based model would put us at danger of being able to deliver on that exam schedule. So in our model, we can assure you that your students worldwide will be able to write their exams when they've scheduled it without a worry of any kind of disruption.